You're listening to Home Wizards. I'm Cindy Dole.
Hey, I'm Eric Stromer.
And we love to kind of feel the beat, while we're helping you improve your home and improve your life. And if you don't have a home binder yet,
you better get one. You better go out and get one.
I'm hoping you're going to be inspired right now to run down to your favorite, office supply and arts and crafts place and get this 3-ring binder and have all these sheets inside with dividers. And it's going to feel so satisfying because you're going to go, oh my gosh, my home is like now all under control. My whole world is under control.
Because that's that one-stop shopping destination for all the stuff that's the house.
It's everything.
Maintenance and utilities.
Everything.
And,
everything. So what this is, it's from cleaning to financing to meal planning. So I was sharing with you off air that, throughout the year, both Eric and I love to cook for our families. And I always do, tear sheets. I'm looking at different magazines and I'll just go, okay, I'm going to save these different recipe ideas and put in a basket. And someday I'll get around to trying them. And I went back this past weekend. I go, oh my gosh, I haven't really tried these recipes. I've got to now plug them in to my meal planning. And so I did. I selected 60 new recipes. And now I did 5 for this week and then 5 for the next week. And you actually then you make it real. And so now you've got your dream things that you want to make. And then you figure out the ingredients and then it all becomes very organized, because otherwise you're like, it gets too crazy.
Don't you get sick of food groups sometimes when, it's the same thing every single night?
We have our rituals. You have your classics and your favorites, right? Traditions, but it's fun.
I got to come up with new stuff.
It's fun to mix up new things. So all these things go in your binder. So let's walk you through what you can do. And by the way, our website has a bunch of these kind of template things. We call them downloadable printables. But basically, you go to our website, yourhomewizards.com, and you'll see right there on the homepage, it's a little template that says, all right, organize your pantry or organize your house paint or projects you want to do for the year or whatever, how to have a party. But there's a bunch of others out there on a website called Etsy, ETSY. And in some cases, you have to pay for them. In some cases, you don't. Ours are free. But just have to go and see what you need, what is important for your house and, and your lifestyle. But envision in this 3-ring binder of all the different things that, especially since you do a lot of the cooking in your household,
right.
Like, you'd have like the front section would be, your meal planning. And maybe the next one is cleaning. And then maybe it's like to-dos around the house.
Yeah, like
to-dos.
Cleaning supply checklist.
Yeah.
To-dos, maintenance.
Right.
Filter changing, all, roof, all the numbers and names of the contractors or maintenance folks that pool guy, all that stuff.
Yeah, and so when you go to our website and of course the Etsy site, you'll find that there's different shapes and sizes and different ways that they've arranged the information so you can make it how you like it, and then you put it in this notebook with the dividers, and it's really going to help you, I think, get more time back for you.
I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah. And so,
beats the heck out of writing something on a list that you then lose, and then you have no idea what anything's happening. You know what I mean? It's imperative.
So let's say, for instance, you have your binder, and the first part is about the meals. And so you would have, let's say you could have a section where it's for the entire month. It's different kinds of recipes that are like the Stromer family recipes. And maybe it's certain things that you can get some of those sheet protectors, and then maybe it's recipe cards or it's articles.
You could also have the cooking conversion chart.
The cooking conversion chart, which is very helpful because a lot of times you go, how many, what? Yeah. How many?
What's a quart again? I always do that. What's a quart? How many? Yeah.
And you can always go to Siri, but it's nice to have it all there. And then don't forget that while you're planning out, your meals and the ingredients, and then you can shop for these things, you can organize your pantry. Because how many times have you gone to some of those big membership stores and you go, wait a minute, I'm going to buy a whole thing of diced tomatoes. But back at home, you didn't check that you already had 10 cans of diced tomatoes. And now you're fully stocked.
Or what about my Miele vacuum bag dilemma, where it's the greatest vacuum cleaner in the history of mankind? It's this Miele vacuum cleaner. But you can't find bags for it anywhere unless you go online or you go to the store, and they're really expensive. So, where did I get these? How much were they? How do I send away from them? What's my time frame when I need them again? All that stuff, even for helping the cleaning folks out. If you've got a cleaning person that comes in, I'm always constantly getting the text, we need more soap, or you're out of stainless steel cleaner. If that's all in this book,
it's like an inventory.
Everybody can refer to it.
So picture in your binder, and there's a bunch of great websites besides ours at yourhomewizards.com. There's one that's called I Heart Organizing. The letter I, and then the word heart, organizing. And there you can find some different printables and great templates and ideas. And some of it's like a peek at the week. It's like a calendar just for the week. And you can put things like, things to buy, like get the Miele vacuum replacement filters, right, or just little reminders like that, in addition to a section on your meals and your pantry. And then, hey, we just came out of the holidays, let's keep track of who bought what for whom. So now next time you remember, like maybe in July, okay, we're getting ready for the next Christmas, you can say, oh wait, I don't want to get a drum set.
Sure.
I don't want it. What is it that you got, Dusty? Or what did Santa get, Dusty? It was a
keyboard?
Keyboard.
Yeah.
So now, that's kind of obvious. You're not going to forget the keyboard.
Yeah.
But maybe there were certain DVDs or CDs
sure,
that you got. You can keep track. And so you know.
You can do your health and fitness stuff in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's the person that I'm hiring to be my trainer, or where's the gym, the phone number, the hours. I constantly go at the wrong time when the thing's closed.
And how about cleaning supplies, or a little checklist of stain removal? Stain
removal kit.
So your little stain removal kits, and maybe even a spring cleaning checklist, like, for month 1, you're going to focus on the entryway. Month 2, the kitchen. It kind of keeps you on track. And it not only is going to keep you organized, but now your whole home is going to feel like it's just completely together.
Great idea.
Yeah. And so besides having all these things, I love the idea of adding the house projects list. So now you can be dreaming. One whole section is not just the things that, the necessary, like change the filter, those things, but like the big dreams, like fix the closet, or I want to add a deck, or,
right,
those things, so you can budget.
Yeah, and then the other thing too, school and activities for kids. There's so much to know and to do. I actually have one huge wall calendar now. Then I also have the school and activities binder, and that may need its own separate file on its own, but it depends on what age you are. Like if it's a younger kid, like a kindergarten or something, ballet recital, or the place where you go, or where you buy the leotards and the Capezio shoes and all that other stuff. Just again keeping in one central location.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Like you say, you might need a couple of binders. Maybe one is for kids in school and activities, and the other is truly house, meaning food, projects, and garden.
And then essential phone numbers for grandpa, grandma, emergencies, fire department. Teach the kids where to go to find all that information. Obviously, first aid, CPR, poison control, all those kinds of numbers. The vet's number, it's all got to be there.
And we've gotten into the routine. I think I've shared this with you, where we have certain grocery stores or certain bigger, membership stores where we buy certain things, like, hey, we're going to get the toilet paper here, or we're going to buy our produce here. And so we make kind of like we usually repeat ourselves with things that we buy. And so if you have these grocery lists for these specific stores, then all you have to do is just X it off. Instead of having to write out, I need tomatoes, or I need, paper towels, you just put X, going to the store, done. Have it all in one binder.
Perfect.
Anyway, we'll have all this on the website. Hopefully this will inspire you to feel like, it's a new year, it's a new me, I'm feeling great. I have my house all together.
I got my binder.
Anyway, thanks for hanging out with us. Eric Stromer, Cindy Dole. Remember this, until next time, the key is under the mat. Bye-bye. While you place the flowers in the vase that you bought.